What up? Williams Lexus Build 2 here, and today's video, this is going to be how to use stop leak and then recharge your AC system in a older 1998 Lexus GS. It'll work for like any older R134A Lexus. I'm going to show you guys how to use the stop leak and then how much refrigerant to use to recharge the system afterwards. I'm going to put up the what it says online, how much to use and everything too. But first, let's show you guys what I got and what I'm going to use. All right, first up, I made a short on this. A lot of you probably have not seen it. I went on Amazon and I bought this brand, but not this. He had the ad I guess he had the ad wrong, right? So I bought a different product and he sent this out. He emailed me afterwards and then I said, all right, that's fine. I'll just buy the one I actually want, the one that I bought already, but you didn't send out again, and I'll return it for a refund. He waits a day and he emails me back saying, I cannot return this. Hazardous material, has to be shipped a certain way. I said, okay, perfect. Amazon already approved it. I'll ship it back in the same box and everything. Then he said he would not take the refund if I ship it back. He won't validate the refund, and he said on the link it says that there's no refund policy, and the link beforehand said that it has a 25% restocking fee on the shelf. That's the only thing it said for returns. It did not say that you cannot return these. It was his error, and he is not letting me return it. Amazon said they'd return it, but I have a feeling he'll lie and say that the cans used, something like that, to not get the return sent out, which kind of pissed me off. So this will work too, but this is literally the same as this, which is at Walmart for $10. This was $26. So yeah, but I ordered these online. I wish I just went into Walmart to get them. I got 2 cans of 134A refrigerant. It's always good to have more and extra instead of less, but 2 cans because the system takes anywhere between 19 to 24 ounces of refrigerant. But yeah, this is what I wanted. This is what I bought. Pro Seal. These, I'll read this because it's right on the front. It says, seals common rubber leaks in O-rings, gaskets, and hoses, right? That's what this does, and it's the same as this. This itself seals bigger leaks in like the AC compressor and shit like that. These only stop like pinhole leaks. This stops bigger leaks. My AC compressor's leaking. I used this last time, but the AutoZone version, I used 2 cans of it. It stopped the leak for about, I guess I could say 4 or 5 months, because it was still blowing cold in October when I stopped using it. But by next summer, it was blowing warm again. So yeah. So this is supposed to be better than this. So I'm going to use this can first. I'm going to use about half of this can. These are 3 ounces each, so 3 ounces, so let's say 5 ounces for these two, and then 1 can of this is 12 ounces. That'll put me at 17 ounces, right? And the system only holds 19 to 23 ounces, so I'm gonna let that circulate for a minute, and then see how it's blowing. If it's blowing cold, good, I'll leave it at that. If it's not blowing too cold and it shows that I have room on the gauge for more, I'm going to add a little bit more of this. And then after I'm done, I plan to have this empty, and about a little bit left in this, like 3/4 left in this, and then this will be brand new. And what I'm doing is, if it starts getting blown warmer in like August or July, I'm going to add the rest of this can, and then the rest of this, and then leave this for next year, in case I do not fix the AC compressor in time, because the cheap AC compressor is $160. I want to do it the correct way, get a good AC compressor, condenser, and dryer, and everything that needs to be replaced. So I want to do it the correct way, and that's going to cost about $600, and then another $150 to $200 at a shop to evac and fill up. So I might need to use this again next summer. Not sure. We'll see later. But I'll save this, whatever's left in this, and then whatever's left in this for like the middle of the summer to refill it in case it still is leaking, which it probably will be leaking, just not as much, I guess you could say, and it'll last throughout majority of the summer. So again, you do not need to buy all this. This shouldn't even be here. But yeah, I bought this, and I always have an extra in case this doesn't seal it, so it doesn't leak out and screw me, and then I wasted all the money on this. So I have this here in case I need it, in case it's still leaking. So tomorrow I can add this in the morning, and then add whatever I lost from this one with the rest of this. That's why I always say it's better to have more than less. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys the temperature it is outside. I've been waiting all morning. I've been waiting for a hot day to do this since I fixed my car and did the suspension repairs on it. But yeah, so we're going to go outside and get to it. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. The quality is going to take a hit a little bit because I'm going to be using my Metaclones, which are not really great quality. So yeah, and if I end up doing a voiceover for that clip, that's going to be because these glasses suck so bad that sometimes the mic doesn't pick anything up at all. So yeah, let's get to it. So this is how hot it is now, and this is how hot it's going to be for the rest of the week, so I get to really test it out. This is how much refrigerant by ounces you're going to need in a 98 Lexus GS300. It's different for every car, so obviously if you have a different car, search it up, look it up, and then don't forget to add the ounces from the stop leak cans that you're going to use. Gotta dig for my AC fucking, the one with the has a gauge on it. I didn't leave that out. I think it's all the way at the bottom. Not in here. Where the fuck would I have put it? There it is. I dropped some moved on the ground. Great. But quick disconnect. Oh no. Oh duh, I'm fucking retarded. Got to screw it on. So before I do this, prop the hood up with something. So I'm gonna have to start it up after I screw that on. The low side's on that side, so I want whatever I prop it up with to be over here. So I'm gonna lean over. Sucks, dude. There's only like has to be like the exact height too. That should be good for now. Now let's go screw this shit on. The Pro, yep, Pro Seal. It says do this first. Then I add a can of this. Then I'll add a little bit more of that. And then if I need more, I'll add some of that. So bring what I need over here. Low side is right down there. Damn, why don't I have a cap? I thought the cap must have blew off. I'm gonna buy one online because I actually do want a cap for that. Let's start this up. Turn the AC on blast. AC. Get that on. Now we're gonna put this shit in here. I like that it has a nozzle so it's not automatically. Alright, it's on there. So spraying that shit in. Just heard it click on. This gauge is not accurate for some reason. I have no idea why. That's why I'm going based off how much it says to use. I'm just going to spray it until it's no longer cold anymore. That's what I did the last few times. It worked. So I do like that it has the fucking nozzle though. It's starting to feel warm, so it's getting down to being empty. I know that. And then when I'm done, I'm going to pop that off and shake it, make sure there's nothing left. The AC compressor did kick on pretty quick, which is nice. I still hear it popping. Let me do a quick disconnect real quick. See if I hear anything when I screw it. Do an ear check. I don't hear nothing in there. It still feels pretty pressurized though. So I'm gonna ask this next. That's why if you already have one of these, it's so much cheaper because this nozzle costs a lot if you buy it on the cans at the store or online. So that's on there. Now we're gonna empty this out. Last time I did this, I overfilled it a lot, and I do not want to do that again this time. I had to let some out. So after this can, I'm probably just gonna let it run for a minute, and then I'll add a little bit of this. That's crazy that that's already, the fan's blowing. It sucks though, that the nozzle does suck though, because I have to I have to hold it while I'm spraying it, which sucks. So I can feel that's getting emptier, it's starting to get warm. So that's good. See how it says green? It'll actually be like right up here when it's full. I don't know why it's off by that much, but because when I put this on, it said it was in the low green right there when there was nothing in here at all. So that's why I'm adding some of this before I add any more of this like the other can, because I want to at least get a little bit more of this in there. It's actually really good for the seals. Now it's warm, so now we're going to pull this off. That's what it's saying it's at. So I still hear some pressure in here, so this one might not be. No, that's empty. So let it idle for a minute. This is next up. And get it in there. All right. Oh, it's already blowing cold. So both sides blowing nice and cold. So I'm probably just going to use half of this can, and then that's it for now. Then I'll have a full can of the stop leak and a full can of R134 in there. And it needs to circulate for a while, so I might go get gas. I might go get gas after I put half of this can in there. These empty quick, so I don't want to use. I want to make sure I get enough in there, and I'm going to rev it up to really get it through the system. Check it now. Wow. That's how you know it's still full. Yeah, there's still a lot in there, so. This one's good, though, because this doesn't have the dye in it, I don't think, so. But I don't want to add too much of this shit in there, because that other Pro shit, I don't know how good that is, so. Yeah, I'm going to let it sit there for a minute, because that nozzle's not taking any more in it. You see it's going down, it's starting to adjust, so maybe this is actually accurate again. But, yeah, I'm going to take this off, let it idle for a minute, and I'll come back. Yeah, that still has some shit in there, but, end this video real quick, let it idle for a minute. Alright, so it's still blowing cold. I think I'm going to add a little bit more Freon. And I feel like it could be colder. I'm revving at 2,000 RPMs. I've been doing it for like 2 minutes now. A few more minutes of doing this, I'm going to go in there, add some more Freon, just check what the pressure gauge sensor is at, because even though it's not accurate, it'll tell me if it goes down. That means it's leaking still. But this has such a small leak that it shouldn't even leak any today. I'd noticed it in like a couple weeks maybe. So again, I'm going to go in there, add a little bit more Freon of the second can. I should only have to use like 1/3 of that can, maybe half of it, if I don't use the full other, the rest of that tiny stop leak can. So yeah, I don't want to use the full Freon can, even if it needs to take it, in case it leaks out, so I can add the rest of the stop leak and then Freon later on when it, in case it does leak out. Last time I did this, I let the car run for like an hour, took it on a drive, everything. It says you do it 15 minutes, circulate it through the system, all that, and turn it off so it can seal for a little bit. I'm planning on driving it not for an hour this time. Maybe like I'm gonna let it idle for the 15 minutes and take it for like a 10-minute drive, come back, and then turn the car off and let it seal up. So last time I went to bed after I did that, so I let it seal up for like a 12-hour window. So I'm gonna try to do something like that again today, but for like maybe 6 hours, because it doesn't say how long you let it seal up for. It just says let it cool down and cycle it again. So I'm gonna go put in a little bit more of that Freon and come back out, and I'll tell you guys the full amount of ounces I used. Right, I couldn't film it because my phone was in the process of transferring the glasses clip over to the phone, but I added, it was running great, and then I added a little bit of this, and then boom, the AC light kept flickering and the pump went off, and the gauge shot up. So that means I added too much to the system. So I emptied some out. Didn't work. Empty some out, then it worked. So I idle, it was AC was working. Then when I revved it, boom, the AC blinking again. So I drained more out, and then drained more out, and now it seems to be working when I rev it and everything. So, and it's sitting. I couldn't film it, but it's sitting right in the middle on the green now. So that's perfect. So I still have half of that, a little bit, like a third of that left, like that much of this can left. And then a whole nother one of these, but not the Pro Series. The it's the same as that inside. So if I need to buy one more can of Freon, I still have half of this. So if it ever starts leaking, I'll use the rest of that, and then add the rest of this, and then that should hold me the rest of the summer. Then I'll have another can of this shit for next year if I need it or whatever. But let's go on a test drive real quick. Make sure it's blowing cold and all that. So AC light is still good. Oh yeah, it's cold in here, boys. Hell yeah. I was blowing Freon out, so I want to open the windows up and just air it out for a second before I get on the main roads, because I don't want any Freon in here. It's going to kill me or anything, you know. So let's go. Alright, pulling up to the road. Let's try to let's go on this test drive. So far so good, everything's good. I'm gonna get it down into like 4th gear or 3rd gear in a minute, just to rev it out, make sure the system's still good and everything like that. But I revved it for a little bit before, so I know it got everything through the system. Let's drop it down to 4th. Didn't really do shit. Still blowing cold though, everything's good. So I'm gonna leave it at 4th for a minute. Once we get past all this bullshit traffic, I'll drop it down to 3rd. It's still blowing ice cold, man. Fucking love it. This is what it was like in 2024 when I did it. Except in 2024, I only got the one, it was the can of the, like, where it only does the O-rings, a small can that doesn't do as good. This is the first time using Pro Seal, which it should work better. It should last longer, because the leak is in the AC. The AC compressor itself, which usually indicates the clutch seal is bad in the AC compressor. So, but the AC compressor is not bad itself, so that's good. And then the stuff I use has AC compressor oil in it, so if it lost any of that, it's still gonna like lubricate the AC compressor, which is very good and what I wanted. Alright, now I'm going to put in the 5th. It's handling that good. I was at 4th gear at 2,700 RPM, something like that, and it was handling it. So now I'm just going to let it drive normally, and we're going to go for a little bit longer of a drive before I go home, and shut it off and not touch it for a few hours. I'm not going to get gas right now because I have money coming in my bank tonight, and I'm just going to wait for that to hit before I get gas, I guess you could say, because I want to use that money. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going driving for a bit. I'm gonna turn right here, turn around right here, and head back towards my house. But we're doing good so far. They say let it run for like 15 minutes. And again, don't go by the gauge that they give you on these AC cans. Those are complete bullshit. I don't know why on the high end it's wrong, but on the like low end it seems to be correct. So do not trust those gauges. I trusted it last time I did this and this time, and it led to me overfilling my car, and I didn't even use the 23 ounces it says it could take. It was at about 17 ounces after before I added the extra what the fuck is this, bro? I can't even see out of here, bro. What the fuck? I was at 17 ounces before I could before I added any more of the, I don't know why I added any more. I think it's because it was only at 17 ounces, and it said it could take like fucking, it said that it could take the 23 to 24 ounces. So I was like, alright, it's okay to add like two more ounces, I guess. Nope, added like 2 more ounces, maybe 3, and it threw the system off, and the light was blinking, and it just, the system didn't like it. It was overfilled. So this is from 0 to fill is 17 ounces. That makes sense, because last time I did this again, I used way more than even 24. I think I used 28 ounces last time, maybe a little less than that, 26. So I was like 9 ounces over what it should have had in it. So, and I iterated the system out for a while. And on the gauge, it's smack dab in the middle on the green right now. That's what it was at last time I did this. So, and it blew cold for the whole summer. So I'm gonna every month, the first time I did it, I checked it every week. I had the thing in the vent, and it said if this blows cold, then that means it worked. And it blew, and if it turns blue, that means it worked. And it turned blue for the whole month. It said if it stays turning blue for the whole month, then throw it out, and the system's good, you're good to go. And it turned blue the whole month. I took it on the road trip down to Blue Ridge Parkway right before Hurricane Helene. I was going to go to Niagara Falls, and I changed my mind, went to Blue Ridge Parkway. And it was crazy. My brother was going to North Carolina. I was going to Niagara Falls. I ended up going to North Carolina on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and he ended up going to Niagara Falls without either of us realizing it, that we basically swapped trips. But yeah, I went on that, and I was like, I'm going to need AC for this trip because I'm car camping. It was hot out. It was Memorial Day weekend, and I live at the Jersey Shore where there's tons and tons and tons of tourists. And Memorial Day weekend, I don't know why, a lot of the worst side of the tourists come out, and it's like once it gets warm out, they're like, let's start beating people up and doing drugs and having crime and all this shit, and they it causes tons of crime that I just didn't want to be a part of, so I left. I try to always leave there Memorial Day. Me and my ex in 2021 went to New York State on a camping trip in 2021, so yeah, but it seems to be working. If nothing changes, then I'm going to upload this video. If something changes where it starts leaking, I'll add it at the end of this video, and I'll make a part 2 talking about it. But as of now, if nothing's leaking, you'll be watching this video, and this will be the end of it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and follow for more. Peace.